सोनियो कहो ते मैं घर छड़ दिया, अब बस ने नहीं जाना।
हुस्न तो मेरे इर्द गिर्द फैला हुआ है।
भाई वाह 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 वाह, क्या रिपोर्ट लिखी है आपने।
आखिर ये सब क्या है? मैं ये सब कुछ कब तक बर्दाश्त करती रहूंगी? उसकी ज्यादतियां तो हद से बढ़ती जा रही हैं।
जाना हमें छोड़कर तुम,
और हम मिलकर इस खामोशी को तोड़ेंगे।
आओ के तोड़े सब मिलकर खौफ सितम की जंजीरें।
मैंने इन लोगों के साथ ज्यादती की है, पर मुझे माफ कर दीजिए, मुझे प्लीज माफ कर दीजिए। मुझे नौकरी से मत निकालिए, मेरे करियर मत तबाह कीजिए।
A case of 11 women was filed within the United Nations against one perpetrator, which became a landmark in sparking of reforms within the United Nations and a movement in Pakistan. It was filed on December 22nd, which became a day for civil society to mark the struggle against this issue for years. One of the key lessons learned from this case was that no matter how brave the women are in pursuing the case, they cannot do much until there's an anti-sexual harassment policy in an organization.
Asha was in the beginning the name of an institution. Now it is a movement.
मुझे तो यहाँ 3 साल हो गए हैं इस जो है यूनिवर्सिटी में, और 3 साल में मेरे ख्याल में कोई एक दिन भी ऐसा कोई लड़के ने कमेंट ना दी हो।
देते हैं या सीटियाँ मारते हैं और आंखें मार देते हैं।
Work environment as well as public spaces have been heavily infested by the problem of sexual harassment. Realizing that individuals or even one organization cannot deal with this widespread cancer, a group of like-minded organizations came together and formed an alliance against sexual harassment called ASHA. It was launched on December 22nd, 2001.
और एक्चुअली एक तो ये है कि एक ड्राफ्ट मॉडल सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट एट वर्कप्लेस कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट।
ASHA realized that the issue at hand was complex, deeply rooted in our socialization, stigmatized, and accepted in the society. The members developed a comprehensive strategy. It was decided to deal with the formal sector through setting up an anti-sexual harassment policy first, and later bring in the informal sector and public places with the help of national legislation.
पाकिस्तान में कोई लड़की ऐसी नहीं है जिसको कभी ना कभी सेक्सुअली हरास ना किया गया।
मैं ये नौकरी छोड़ रही हूँ, ये इस मसले का हल नहीं है, तो मैं क्या करूं?
क्योंकि जिनसी हरासियत का इशू इतना गंभीर और इतना आम फहम और इतनी गहरी जड़ों के साथ था कि हमें इस बात की ज़रूरत थी कि इसके हल के लिए कोई पॉलिसी या कानून बनाया जाए, क्योंकि सिर्फ अवेयरनेस रेजिंग से या सिर्फ बातचीत से इस मसले को हम हल नहीं कर सकते थे।
ASHA decided to then draft a code of conduct for the formal sector of Pakistan. This was based on a study of the local context, real problems of working women, analysis of our institutional structures, and a review of international policies and legislations. ASHA took this draft to all the provinces and invited stakeholders like employers, employees associations, labor unions, policymakers, law enforcing agencies, academia, civil society, and government representatives. Now the term sexual harassment is used by the senior most government officials, But when Asha started working, this term was tabooed. Asha had to coin terms like Code of Conduct for Gender Justice, instead of simply calling it Anti-Sexual Harassment Policy, to make it acceptable for stakeholders.
ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम इसको प्रॉपर्ली डिफाइन करें, हम ये समझें कि ये किसके दरमियान होता है, ये क्यों होता है, ये कैसे होता है, ये किन फॉर्म्स में आता है, इसको हमने साइंटिफिकली देखना है इसको.
Their feedback gave it more substance and ownership and made people realize the need for such an initiative nationwide. We were then able to finalize the draft in an apex meeting where 2 senior government ministers for labor and women signed off the code in the presence of civil society, employers and employees. Regardless of the support at the minister's level, the then cabinet showed resistance in adopting it as an HR policy for themselves.
मैं काफ़ी डिप्रेस भी हुआ था वो कहानी पढ़ के, क्योंकि उसके अंदर इतनी छोटे छोटे कामों के लिए इतनी कोशिशें, मेहनतें, कॉन्टैक्ट्स, जो काम शायद किसी और मुल्क में एक फ़ोन कॉल पे हो जाए, उसके लिए कई महीने इनको लगे. तो मैं दाद देता हूँ आशा के लोगों को कि उन्होंने हिम्मत नहीं हारी, उन्होंने गुस्से में नहीं आए, फ्रस्ट्रेट नहीं हुए, अपने आप को कायम रखा, मुस्तकिल मिजाजी दिखाई.
Asha continued to engage with the government while shifting the focus to the possibility of persuading the private sector to adopt the code voluntarily. Asha established the phrase sexual harassment in the local context for the first time in our society. Media became a partner in reinforcing this articulation and jointly raising awareness on this issue. Asha took the code to the private sector as a mechanism to transform the work environment. The response was positive. In order to set this trend, Asha introduced annual awards for the most gender-friendly companies and invited celebrities to provide encouragement for the managements to join the progressive employers cadre. Over the years, more than 300 companies adopted the code. They included organizations like Avari Hotels, Jio Television, Atak Refineries, PSO, Shell, etc.
मशावरत हुई तमाम सूबों में और हमने उसको फाइनलाइज़ किया और वो अपनाया गया, ख़ास तौर पे प्राइवेट सेक्टर में. हुकूमत जो थी उसने कहा अभी हम थोड़ा सोचेंगे, लेकिन प्राइवेट सेक्टर ने उसको फौरी तौर पे अपनाया.
Parallel to these efforts, Asha continued to engage with the government, showing them the results they had been producing in the private sector, and demanded at a minimum an amendment in the rules of the Civil Service Disciplinary Act. There was a lot of resistance in the bureaucracy for merely adding the definition of sexual harassment under misconduct for government employees, and something they eventually declined. Asha was not restricted to its limited members, but had turned into a massive nationwide movement for working women, developing partnership with media, labor unions, chambers of commerce, staff associations, and several other platforms which now believed in the mission of Asha.
Hello, Miss Sana. How are you?
जी बिल्कुल ठीक सर.
आज आप काफी फ्रेश लग रही हैं.
जी सर. थैंक यू सर.
मैंने मीटिंग्स के मिनट्स देखे हैं, काफी मिस्टेक्स हैं उसमें. इंटरनेशनल वर्कशॉप के सिलसिले में नेक्स्ट वीक बुरबन जा रहा हूँ. तुम मुझे ज्वाइन करो, वहाँ मैं तुम्हें गाइड भी कर दूंगा और अरमा हुए पूरे दिल के.
ये कहानी है माँ, किसी की बेटी, किसी की बहन या किसी की बीवी है जी, पर ये सारे नाम तो उन रिश्तों की पहचान है जो एक मर्द के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं.
Interactive theatre was effectively used to raise awareness on the issue. Asha continued to maintain linkages with working women from all the regions of Pakistan. The reports included Asha's Working Women Assembly on December 22nd every year. Working women from all sectors joined together to share their experiences and to build a bond of solidarity. Asha's research showed that the code of conduct instituted in organizations was effective and culturally sensitive.
ये कानून तो मेरा ख्याल है फौजिया को 10 साल लगा बनाने में।
और इस पे हम इतने एक्साइटेड हुए थे, आपको याद होगा कि जब ये पास हो गया था।
आप इमेजिन करें जिस बेसिक कानून, जो बेसिक ह्यूमन राइट है इंसान का, और फ्रीडम ऑफ मूवमेंट, फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन एंड फ्रीडम ऑफ जॉब्स, इक्वालिटी, जॉब्स का फैक्टर भी आएगा, जहाँ दिस लॉ विल कवर दैट ऑल्सो।
With the elections in 2008, Asha decided that it was time to go to the parliament for a legislation. Based on the success of the change in the formal sector, Asha included a legislative solution for the informal sector.
हमने ये सोचा कि हम फॉर्मल सेक्टर यानी कि ऐसे इदारे जो रजिस्टर्ड होते हैं काम की जगह, वहाँ से हम शुरुआत करें और आहिस्ता आहिस्ता हम इनफॉर्मल सेक्टर में सड़कों और बस स्टॉपों का जो मसला है उसको हल करें।
और जो इदारा इसको नाफिज ना करे तो उसको कोई भी एम्प्लॉय कोर्ट में ले जा सकता है और 1 लाख रुपए की सजा भी उसको हो सकती है।
ये जुर्माना जो है ये सज़ा के तौर पे नहीं है, बल्कि ये इनकरेजमेंट है। ये बहुत छोटा सा जुर्माना है, लेकिन ये एक प्रेशर बिल्ड करता है कि इदारे जो हैं इस कोड को नाफिज करें और अपने माहौल को बेहतर बनाने की जिम्मेदारी खुद उठाएं।
Asha began lobbying with the newly elected parliamentarians in early 2008. Asha had decided to push this legislation as a government bill and lobby with all parties, both from the government and the opposition. The most difficult part of this process was to convince the Ministry of Women's Development, where the resistance was quite high. Extensive lobbying tools and media awareness helped us to gain support from progressive politicians.
अनाउंस नहीं किया, हम इंतजार में ही हैं कि हम सोच रहे हैं कि पहले फेडरल गवर्नमेंट करेगी, उसके बाद सूबे फॉलो करेंगे।
हमारे घरों में भी होती हैं,
ठीक है,
और वहाँ सिर्फ खराबी यही है कि हम लोग अपनी जिम्मेदारी निभाते नहीं हैं।
तो अगर हम अपने अपने घरों से इसला शुरू करें कि अपने घर में जो बीवी है या बहन है, जो बेटी है,
उसको एम्पावर किया जाए,
उसको एम्पावर करें।
Both the bills were passed unanimously from the National Assembly and with heavy majority from the Senate.
और उस ड्राफ्ट को जिस मुश्किल के साथ असेंबली से पास करवाया गया, मेरे ख्याल में बहुत ही बड़ी अचीवमेंट है और आइंदा आने वाले दिनों में पाकिस्तान की सोसाइटी पे इसके असरात जो हैं वो बड़े मुस्बत बरामद होंगे।
Now I put the motion to the House. It has been moved that bill further to amend the Pakistan Penal Code 1860 and Code of Criminal Procedure 1898, the Criminal Law Amendment Bill 2009 be passed. All those in favor of it may say aye. All those against it may say no. I think the ayes have it. The motion is adopted and consequently the bill is passed.
The President of Pakistan signed the legislation in the presence of Asha members and other guests on the 9th of March 2010.
And it is a landmark event because this is in fact the very first time that women's activists, members of parliament, and all those who have taken a serious interest in social legislation, particularly that which pertains to the promotion and protection of women, are at a signing ceremony in the presidency. I would like to thank you and invite you, sir, to sign the bill and share your thoughts with us.
Asha's objectives were achieved and was celebrated by all working women and partners in high spirits. The working women saluted the parliament, media, and private sector for their help and commitment. At this point, ASHA members had a meeting to decide if they should formally close the alliance as its objectives were achieved. It was discussed that most of the legislation fizzles out at the stage of implementation in Pakistan. Therefore, we needed to guard these laws and become a bridge to the implementation process for at least 2 years. An implementation strategy was developed with proper institutionalization of accountability mechanisms and was shared widely with civil society, government, and donors. In order to institutionalize the awareness-raising aspects, ASHA conducted training of trainers to do awareness sessions all over the country. It also set up 6 legal aid centers in 6 cities to offer free legal aid to women who wanted to pursue cases against sexual harassment. It continued to do research and document patterns of sexual harassment in different sectors and facilitated private and government sector to comply with the law. It also encouraged other civil society organizations and government departments to facilitate the process. ASHA negotiated with senior officials of the government to set up a National Implementation Watch Committee on the platform of National Commission on the Status of Women to oversee the process. This would ensure continuation of oversight of the implementation process at the highest level. The Prime Minister of Pakistan, on ASHA's 10th Annual Working Women's Assembly, announced December 22nd as a National Day for Working Women. Throughout the years, ASHA remained focused on a one-point agenda, which was to curb sexual harassment. In its decade-long movement, it never wavered from its mission.
एक चीज ये सीख लिया है कि हम तीर की तरह टारगेट का निशाना करके सीधा जाते हैं वहां पर, हम इधर उधर दूसरी चीजों में नहीं फंसते।
मैंने एक आशा की पूरी कहानी पढ़ी भी है और मुझे लग रहा था जैसे मैं कोई फिल्म देख रहा हूँ, जिसमें एक कदम आगे, 2 कदम आगे, फिर 1 कदम पीछे, एक मुसलसल मुस्तकिल एक जद्दोजहद है।
ASHA has brought about a change that is being institutionalized and sustained. Other partners and players will take the process forward. ASHA as an alliance has to end because we believe alliances should be made for specific purpose and should end when the purpose is achieved.
बहुत से लोगों का ये ख्याल था कि जब आशा ने अपना प्राइम ऑब्जेक्टिव जो है उसको अचीव कर लिया है और वो ये कि बिल की मंजूरी करवा लिया, तो यहाँ पे अब इसको बंद कर देना चाहिए इस इनिशिएटिव को। लेकिन यहाँ से हम जानते हैं कि असल काम शायद अब शुरू होगा, चूँकि पाकिस्तान में कवानीन तो बन जाते हैं लेकिन उनकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन बहुत मुश्किल होती है।
Once the law was made, ASHA has been monitoring its implementation and has used methods which have added to the repertoire of NGOs in Pakistan in terms of methodology, in terms of dedication, in terms of sustained commitment and single-minded pursuit of a cause.
The unnecessary continuation of an alliance can create dependency and can actually come in the way of fully empowering the stakeholders to take on their responsibilities.